And welcome back, students. Let's go ahead and get ready for our last Illustrator exercise, which has to do with pattern making. So to get started here, what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and make a new document here. And let's go ahead and do like we've been doing. Let's go to Web and Common. Make sure everything's just set the same. We'll go Create. And now, there's several ways we can approach this. So for example, let's just say I make a hexagon here, and I want to fill this with a pattern. Now, there are some pre-made kind of patterns in a way here, up under these, like by the gradients. Like for example, there's Jive right here, and you also have this other one, which is Alyssa. But these, while these are patterns per se, they aren't so much patterns as they are more like little pre-made textures. And we want to make our own customizable pattern. So I'm just going to delete this shape out of here for a second. And let's go ahead and make something that we can turn into a pattern. All right, let's go ahead and just make something real quick here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull from around the symbol library here. And I'm going to, let's say, pull the shopping cart here. And let's put something in it. Let's see. Okay, not nature. There we go. Oh, here we go. I look right at it. Here's a printer. So we're going to buy this printer in the shopping cart. And let's just change this color of the printer so it's a little more defined. So I'm going to click on it. Change the control color, or the fill color here from blue to black. And I want that in my layers to be behind the shopping cart there. And maybe I want it at a little bit of an angle because it's in the cart. So I'm going to just angle that so it looks like on the same angle as the cart. Okay, so there's my printer inside my shopping cart. Now let's say I want to take this right here and turn this into a symbol. So up here there's this object command. And in here we have several different commands which we haven't really dealt much with. But right here's the option for pattern. And then I can click on make. And what that's going to do is it says a new pattern has been added to the swatches panel. So up here in my swatches, I can now see I have this pattern. So if I back out, and let's just say I want to now make a rounded rectangle. Okay. And I want to fill this rounded rectangle with that pattern. So if I click that pattern there, you can see that that pattern now fills my rounded rectangle. So there it is. All right. And you can see how it adjusts the pattern based upon where the rectangle is placed. Now, let's say I want to edit this pattern. And I say, well, maybe I want to go through and I want to add something to it, or I want to change a color, or anything. If I go back to that pattern command, you'll see that I now have this option for edit pattern. And in here, I can come along and change what I want to change about this. So maybe, for example, I want to change the wheels of this pattern or something. So let's go ahead and work on that. So I'm going to click on the wheels there. And let's say we want to make that cart now to be kind of more of a gradient, just so it kind of has a nice more visual presentation. So I did that. And I can back out. And you can see that that pattern is now reflecting that new theme. So it's a real quick and easy way to generate something unique. Now, what you guys are going to do for this exercise is you are going to have a pattern like this, but you're also going to go ahead and create your own pattern. which means that you're going to need to go ahead and choose a set of symbols and objects and stuff like that that you're going to create. And then you're going to create your own pattern using the same command we have. And you're going to take that pattern and apply it to something else. So now, just real quick here, I just want to show you something. So if I go ahead now, and let's say I want to make a new document. So I'm just making another one here. If I go and look, that pattern no longer exists in this new swatch library here. So if you wanted to save this particular pattern, you would have to add that to some library. Otherwise, that pattern is only going to exist for that project. So there's just one thing to kind of keep in mind here as you're working on your assignment for today. So that concludes it for now, folks. Until next time.